In the beginning was the green flame, a force without conscience consuming all in its path. The creatures of the world fought back, but one by one they fell, only to rise again as puppets of the emerald fire. It was the rats alone who stood and fought, until at last, at Periclave, the green flame was extinguished. Mera? Mera, where are you? Why, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Nocturne, and thank you very much for joining me today on this brand new adventure in Ghost of a Tale. Now, Ghost of a Tale is a game that came out... Ghost of a Tale is a game that came out on the 13th of March of this year, so 2018. So very recent. And yeah, it's a bit of an exploration, infiltration RPG game in which we'll be incarnating this cute little mouse here called Tilo, who also happens to be a minstrel. Now, the game is set in a medieval kind of world, and it is only populated by animals, so this should be quite interesting, as the concept of playing as animals, or an animal, is something that has always interested me since I was a kid. Go figure why. So let's get right into it. So we start out here without much of an indication as to what to do. So we know that tab is the menu, there you go. Here we can find information about quests and lore. So yeah, I thought I'd start a game that was quite recent, since, well, we need a new series now that Star Job is coming to an end soon. And what better to do than something that just came out? A sprout of mushrooms. Okay, so our health is up here in the top left corner. Apple, +8 as well. I want to get that up. So I had a bit of a look at the controls already. So your usual movement is WASD, or ZQSD in my case, as I have an AZERTY keyboard. Left click is to perform an action. Not able to sleep yet, I'd assume. There's a red rose here. Right click is to sneak about, since we are going to be sneaking, as the game is an infiltration game. And yeah. Also kind of had a look, and there seems to be quite a bit of readable texts and books and whatnot in this game, so I will be reading them. If we get, a bunch of books, I'll take a bit of time in one video to go through all of them at once. And yeah, so let's get into this a bit more. You stood before the Baron, your wife Mera at your side. He bid you play the poison cup, and you knew then this was not for his amusement but a test. And so play you did, but from Mera there was only silence and the look of such defiance. He moved to strike her, the Baron, and you cried out and went to her, and then darkness. How many days have passed since then? In your heart you know she's still alive, and that you'll one day find her. Until then, all you have are these flowers, your memories of her, and a question: why? So yeah, I'm guessing this is the backstory of what happened, and we are going to try and figure out where we are, how to get out, and also how to find Mera, who is our wife apparently, since, yeah. So I believe, quests, flowers from Mera. Okay, collect roses. You have to find 17 roses in honor of Mera. What's that? Okay. Oh. Find me. Cover your tracks and move unseen. So yeah, I don't think there's any voiceovers for this, since well, they are animals. So I think I might try to do the voices. Not sure how that's going to come out. Probably very poorly, so you'll have to let me know how that works out for you, if you like it. If not, same thing with the text. I'll try to read them as well as I can without messing up too much. feel like I had a good run with that during Star Job. So we'll see. Chest, is there any loot? Yes, there is. Sackcloth, hood, florins, a candle, and a fire steel. So I'm guessing clothes are going to help us boost certain statistics and what we're resistant to. Minstrel hood. Okay, sackcloth hood. A simple Hessian hood worn by all young mice on the road to Pisa. Okay, that must be relevant to the world. Bread, plus 16. Oh, okay. Songbook. Okay, yeah, that's what I said. Like, the books, if we find more of them, we'll read them all at the end. Kind of. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Okay. So, yeah, the whole menu seems quite fleshed out. Yeah, lore, we're going to find a lot of stuff here, I think. Okay. Cell manifest. Name Tilo. Profession minstrel. Offences acts of sedition. That is what happens when you do not do what your baron tells you to do, Tilo. He doesn't care. You have attracted the guard's attention. Quick, go to the chest and hold right click plus left click to hide. Don't forget you can hide in many different places. Okay. So right click, left click. Yes. So I'm assuming you're going to bring the guard over. He's going to open this door, check out what the whole rattling was. Not bothered to check this slightly ajar chest here. Oh, where it's closed. He's going to leave and leave that door open. Quite predictable, isn't it? Let's peek out from here. Did he just fall asleep on the chair? It would seem like he did. Okay. You can run really fast on all fours. Hold left shift to sprint. I'm not sure that's a good idea of a guard. Oh, yellow bug. You see me? No, you don't. Okay. Left shift. Yes. Okay, what's this? It's really dark here. How do I use my my candle? I have to go in here. Equip. There we go. It's locked. You need the sewer key. Okay. You have to go through this to unequip and re-equip it. Gel. Okay. Stick. A sturdy branch, well balanced for throwing, breaks with a sharp crack. Can be used to create a distraction or dislodge an item from its perch. Press E to throw. Okay. Press wheel up. Oh, there we go. Press. Okay. Wheel up, wheel down to do cycle through the tools, and then okay, that's practical. Then just click on the mouse button to equip. Okay, let's get the food because we are a bit greedy. We are mice after all. We need our own stash. Nothing here. More grain. How many sacks of grains are in this prison? Is that someone we can talk to? Probably can open this door, can't I? Yeah, there's a lever here. Green bug. Old pirate frog. Okay, let's get the accent ready. Okay, let's try this. Ferrets, balls. What do you think you're doing, Mousy? Barging into me cell uninvited? Do you know who I am? Ferrets' balls. Ferrets are renowned for their wedding festivities, which involve magnificent balls, often danced at a breakneck pace. So yeah, the footnotes are going to be all the information that are relevant to the world, I guess, that they've created in terms of expressions, definitions, and whatnot. Because I have no idea. You don't know your own name? No, wait. Carrot White Whiskers. That's it. They don't help me with the text. Carrot Whiskers. At least I was navigator of the Lake Witch under Captain Otto Powdercake. Oh dear. Captain Otto Powdercake, a stocky barrel of a rat with a short fuse. Captain Otto Powdercake was captain of the Lake Witch, a galleon that for more than a dozen years terrorized the merchant ships that ferry goods between the 5 great ports of Lake Valia. It's said that he'd wax his tail and set it alight before going into battle, and it was this that gave him his name. Where is it? Captain Powdercake gained notoriety for his crimes and fame from the handsome wanted poster which he himself had printed up and distributed in order to bolster his renown. The captain was finally captured when his ship wrecked against submerged rocks just off the eastern shore of Lake Valia near Dwindling Heights Keep. Apologies. The cause of the wreck was never established and will likely remain a mystery, for once the doors of Dwindling Heights closed behind him, the captain was never heard of again. Okay. So, you've come to rob me, have you little scrunt? A word too rude to define. Okay, I can imagine what that can rhyme with. Sorry. Aye, a mouse is always sorry for something. Every voyage I took with a mouse aboard ended in tragedy. And there was always a mouse aboard. Now, what is it you want, Mousy? I mean, he is in chains, so it's probably not the smartest question you could ask. Please, I need your help. Stand right. And what's in it for me? Perhaps I could try and find the key to your chains, set you free? Free? Why would I want to be free? Being free is what got me put in here in the first place. Well, that and the piracy thing. Nah, I've got everything I need right here. Damp air and all the flies I can eat, and me on stool. But there is something. Down the corridor, the sleeping guard. I need you to strangle him. What? Why? Because he called me a pirate. But aren't you a pirate? Aye, I'm proud of it. Like, 'twas the way he said it. Like, being a pirate's a crime. I don't know why I'm going for a Scottish accent here, more like it. Albeit a poorly executed one, I'd assume. But, isn't it a crime? Aye, it is, and I'm not ashamed of it. Then why would you want to kill him? Because he called me a pirate. But, aren't you a pirate? Okay, we're going in circles, aren't we? Yeah. Exactly. So you'll do it then? I mean, Tila doesn't seem like a murderer. I mean, he's a minstrel and a mouse. And the cute expression on his face is not that of a murderer, so... I'm not a murderer. Fair enough. Why don't you just steal a bottle of his rotgut for me then, and I'll see if I can help. Rotgut. Rotgut is an alcohol made from putrescent oleander wood and something of an acquired taste. Coincidentally, taste is the first of the 5 senses to be ruined by rotgut's consumption. Well, that sounds lovely. So, do you look... Oh, yeah, it seems like you look up or towards whatever you can interact with, and that's closest. Is that a bucket in there? I'm not jumping in that thing. I'll leave this open for now. So we need to go steal that guard's rotgut. I love the running animation. So, it's time to be sneaky. So that is his awareness, I guess. I guess it goes up a bit higher if I just walk... Okay, yes it does. Okay, I'm assuming it's only in line of sight, so if I run around here, I won't notice it. No, wait. Nothing used on the basin. Red bug. What are the bugs classified as? Food? Yeah. Green bug, a red bug, a yellow bug. Okay, we'll eat those when we need to. In our miscellaneous tab, what do we have? Nothing, so why you... Okay, never mind. It's locked, you need a gel master key. Okay, I'll take the shrooms though. There we go. Try sneaking to... Yeah, I'm already doing that. Thank you very much. Green bug. Apple and shrooms. I'm assuming the big bottle is a bottle of rot gut. Yeah. Bottle. An empty wine bottle, hefty enough to knock out any guard without a helmet if thrown with precision. Can be used to create a distraction or dislodge an item from its perch. So it's like a stick, but only better. So can we knock you out if we throw this? Yeah. Okay, screaming door key. Isn't that the door we just went to? We can put the bottles away for now. He has nothing else on him, I assume. So is this the screaming door? Oh wait, no, that's the jar master key. Where's the screaming door? Is this the screaming door? No, this is the sewer, isn't it? Yeah, sewer key. Okay, let's go see our friend Carol, is it? Carol the frog? Oh, okay. Pusillanimous? Pusillanimous. What does it mean, this word? I don't think he's got all his marbles. Does it mean to be covered in pustules? 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 Her hands caressed his handsome yet pusillanimous face. Maybe there's hope for me yet. Okay. Now, what is it you want, Mousy? Here, the bottle you wanted. It's the last one. Good. Now pop the bottle neck twixt me lips. With a deft flick of his head, the frog sends the bottle spinning across his cell. It shatters into pieces against the wall. Well, that was worthwhile. Every time that skunk gets south, I have to put up with his damn snoring. Well, no more. I've done as you asked. Now will you help me? I gave you my word as a pirate. But I suppose I can make an exception. I'll answer a few of your questions. What is it you want? I'm looking for someone. Mara, my wife. Is she a mouse? Wearing a hood? Yes. Ha, and who can say? It's not easy to tell your mice apart with your ears and your tails and your silly hats. Oh dear. Colba. This will be a lot of reading through all this playthrough. Colba, a mouse's hat or hood counts among their most prized possessions and is a source of great pride, representing as it does their profession and their social status. A mouse of any repute is never seen by any creature save for their spouse without their Colba. There are, however, notable exceptions. It's said, for example, that while occupying the town watchtower in protest against harsh working conditions, the quarry mice of Hume threw off their hoods, emphasizing to all the seriousness of the matter, whilst at the same time making it difficult for the soldiers of the Red Paw to later identify the culprits. Okay. Well, I'm a mouse, so I'm going to feel a bit patriotic here, I guess, and say, they're not silly. Right then. That's your first question, asked and answered. How long have you been here? Let's see. Must have been more than 10 days now since they brought you in. Dead to the world you were. Right then. I'll give you 2 more questions. Does this count, or is that the same one from earlier? What dungeon is this? You're in Dwindling Heights Keep on the shore of Lake Valia. Dwindling Heights Keep. For centuries, the keep at Dwindling Heights has defended the eastern shore of Lake Valia. We're really going to need to get a map of the whole region, because it makes not much sense for me otherwise. Though once a fine building, the keep has long since fallen into disrepair. Its greatest enemy no longer marauding ferrets, but instead the acidic waters of the lake, which are slowly eroding the cliff face on which the keep stands. It's for this reason that among the locals, the fortress has become known as Dwindling Heights. There we go. Let's not mess up too much. You'd best get used to it. Right then, you've got 1 more question left, Mousy. Let's make it count. Was it you that helped me escape my cell? What do these chains tell you, Mousy? Does it look like you helped you escape? I don't know. Aye, I imagine there's a lot you don't know. Right then. That's your lot. Are you all square? Is that all? You've told me I was nothing. I gave you more than you deserve, ungrateful scrunt. Don't You think you owe me at least something? Psh, anything you got coming from me is a good strangling. With what? You only got that one good leg free. I've killed mice for less, and with less. Ugly little... Tell you what, look behind me in my chamber pot. There might be a couple of florins in it for you. Why would there be florins in your chamber pot? Why? I'm not going to hold them in forever, am I? Okay, read footnote. Captives brought to dwindling heights will often swallow their valuables in order that they not be confiscated by the guards. They call it the prisoner's purse. Inevitably, nature will take its course. It's said that great wealth can be found in the chamber pots and sewers of dwindling heights. Absolutely wonderful, so we have to rummage through waste to get rich. It's worth a few florins to be rid of you. Oh dear, florins. The florin F is the official currency of the 5 rat provinces. Its coinage is minted in 1F, 5F and 10F denominations from a naturally occurring alloy of silver, gold and copper, found only in the Sarastra Mountains. The coin bears the emblem of the red paw on its face, though some older florins featuring a portrait of Roderick, the last rat king, are still in circulation. Colloquially known as cowards, these coins are greatly prized for they are substantially larger than their modern counterparts and so can be melted down and recast in moulds struck from the newer coins. 3 cowards can be used to make as many as 5 florins. So we need to find cowards for our greed. I should go. Farewell. Don't let the door snap your tail. Okay, I'm going to lock him in here as well. Rude little bugger. Okay, so that was our first quest done, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Screaming door key, no idea what that is. To a handkerchief, a guard's handkerchief, okay. Nothing much to it, okay. Well, this is starting to be out interesting. I'm curious as to know what happened to Mira's wife and what else is going on behind these dungeon walls. I'm going to try and make the format a little bit shorter than what I did for Star Job, so yeah, somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep it down to the 20-minute, but as this is the first part and the discovery, so I guess I'll make it a bit longer. But for now, I think we can call it a day. Yeah, so as always, feel free to let me know what you think, if you have any ideas on what I can do to improve on, if I should continue doing the voices of the characters, albeit with weird accents that don't fit the characters at all. Yeah, let me know. And yeah, we'll be continuing directly off from here in this corridor in part 2, which will come out, I don't know, shortly after this one. Might make the episodes for Ghost of a Tale come out once every 2 days or something like that, just so we can make it last a bit longer, and then Star Drop. So yeah, we'll continue here in part 2, but until then, I shall wish you all a very pleasant day, evening, afternoon or night, wherever it is that you may be. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time.